Hello everyone, today we'll be discussing about blue ocean strategy and we will see how this particular technique have helped me to grow my business 11 times than its previous stage. But before moving further, let us first understand what blue ocean strategy is and also what is a red ocean strategy. Now, blue ocean strategy is basically these strategies which is introduced by the companies who are just penetrating the market where the competition is huge and the competition is also very crowded. Let us take an example to understand this more better. So suppose you are launching like a social media platform and your immediate competitors are Facebook, Twitter, Instagram or LinkedIn. So the strategy which you will be utilizing for marketing would be the blue ocean strategy, because you want to penetrate the competition, but the competition is very crowded and the level of competitors which you have, they already have a dominance effect. And whereas the competitors such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, these would be falling under the red ocean companies, and the marketing strategy which is being followed by those are the red ocean strategies. Similar is the example for Apple, Microsoft or any big companies who do have their own dominance effect on its niche are the red ocean companies, and the marketing strategies leveraged by them are known as the red ocean strategy. So as you can see from the screen, this is the basic difference between the blue ocean versus the red ocean. And the basic difference is that red ocean means that you are already having a dominance on your product on the marketplace, and blue ocean means that you are trying to redefine the competition by doing some by selling some unique products or refining your unique selling proposition, and also creating the competition irrelevant, which means that you are offering such a thing which none of your competitors perform. So now you might be wondering how blue ocean can help me, because there is a bunch of SEO companies and no SEO companies are too big or too small. So how can even this be a point of discussion? So guys, let me tell you that there might not be any famous SEO agencies out there which is $1 billion companies. Even there might not be any very small SEO companies, because I really value every SEO providers out there. But the thing is, here the discussion is about the crowdiness. Now the industry of the SEO is itself crowded. Just if I speak about my location, there is more than 1200 SEO companies itself in a radius of 30 kilometers in where I stay. So now if I take about my country India, there is more than near about approximate 2 million SEO agencies out there. If I speak about the global scale, there is approximate near about 50 to 60 million SEO agencies out there in the on a global scale. Now the thing is, the industry is very crowded, and if you just want to get started with this, then you need to really have a blue ocean strategy so that you can cut off 4 things from your life. The first thing is you can make the competition irrelevant so that you can just penetrate in the market. The second thing is you can define a clear defining unique selling proposition for your business, which can make your business stand out in the crowd. Point number 3 is you can connect with your audience like no other companies have ever done. And point number 4 is you need to create your own competition with yourself, and you need to create your own brand identity. So these 4 strategies can be explored in multiple ways. So come, let us understand one by one. Okay, so tip number 1, as you can see from the screen, the first point is you need to define a very unique USP, or in other words, you need to define a very unique selling point or a unique selling proposition for your business. Now, it's a proven survey that 7 times the people will be more attracted to your business if you have a good defining USP versus any rest of your services or products. So as you can see on the screenshots, in my business, AI powered SEO or even the world's first ever AI driven SEO is something which is my USP, because this really keeps my brand to stand out from the crowd. Tip number 2, don't just sell your stuff, rather show why people should care about it. And this is very important. There is no point of selling if you cannot show what people can get and why people should literally care about your services or products. And this is why, even though AI driven SEO is my USP, but still I have a section, as you can see, why AI, which means that why on earth people should invest on AI driven SEO, and what are the benefits and some of the key areas which people can be benefited from my services. And this is why I have a dedicated section on why AI. So the thing is that if the customers can really see the benefit with your brand, and if they can really justify their return on investment, then your conversion chance can almost increase by 9 times, and this is huge. Point number 3, I see a lot of people only focuses on non-branded keywords. Like for my case, this can be SEO services, SEO agencies in this like in some locations. But the thing is that it's a very good practice to also focus on the branded keywords as well, because focusing on branded keywords will also increase the branding of your own brand, and eventually the searches and the queries of your brands will increase, and this is also an essential ranking factor as well. So as you can see from the screenshot, that where LLP or that where itself have impressions of more than 5,000 to 3,000 in a single month, and I receive more than 4,000 traffic from just my brand keywords itself. And this is a huge branding efforts which I have performed for my own brand. The thing is that this can give you two-way benefit. The first thing is search engines like Google can consider this as a ranking factor, and the second thing is you can build a trust with your audience where people can just search by your brand, and your brand can stand out from rest of your competitions. Point number 4 is like make your social audience smile. So the thing is that in my opinion, don't just post any kind of boring social media post related to your business, because sometimes this might not engage well with your audiences. For instance, I'm from the SEO space, and if I continuously post technical stuffs about SEO, I mean this is important, but if I post too much things about SEOs on my social media handles, then audiences might not even interact, because people might not even know, and people do not use social media sometimes to learn something, but rather people wants to find something to have a rejoice for. So that is one of the reason why you can share engaging posts like healthy memes or corporate jokes, and certain memes which are related to your services, and this can grow your social media engagement. And as you can see, my own Facebook pages reaches near about 450,000 plus, and Instagram reaches more than 30,000. So engagement is a very big factor, guys, because this is something which can keep your brand out of the crowd, and this can also help you to leverage well and penetrate directly into the marketplace. Point number 5 is don't ever make your audience or customers fill in too much of the informations. Make it very short and simple. As you can see, one of my contact us form, I have only provided name, email and website and submit, and that's it. Don't put too much unnecessary informations like address, phone numbers, this and that, unless you really require that. So if you are a shipping company, then yes, I understand that you should keep those things, but unless you are from the e-commerce segment, or like it really depends on your business, but keep your vetted logic and try to keep the contact us form as short as possible, because no one likes to really fill in too much information. And in fact, let me tell you that previously we used to have a long contact us form, but just keeping the contact us form have increased our lead funnel by almost 458%, and this is a huge number, guys, and this can be easily performed for your campaign as well. Then don't just write blogs just to entertain your audience, rather provide high level value to your audience. So you can create some high level blogs, and indirectly these blogs can also be featured on some good PR websites or some good news channels, and this can really give you a great amount of traffic boost for your campaign. As you can see, we have a lot of blogs across multiple leading news channels. Many of them are not paid, guys. If you're thinking that these all are paid activities, then this is wrong. These all are just healthy outreaching activities where I have exchanged some useful informations just for like you can say like just for appearing on this search by providing some useful information. So even though this is a very slow technique, guys, like if you spend 4 months, you might be only able to live 1 or 2 blogs, but this is worth it, because if you have your blog published on a DN90 or even a news channel, then you can get an endless amount of traffic, and also your brand value would be boosted up, and you can also get a lot of other SEO benefits as well. Point number 7, try to keep multilingual strategy on your campaign. Sometimes I often find client that we only serve in this location or we only serve in that location. These things are fine, like everyone have the right to leverage their own network or own audiences, but in my opinion it's always useful that if you have multiple locations as your aiming target, because if this is a thing, then this can also help you to attract more traffic. For instance, if you check this screenshot, then SEO services, Canada, SEO services in UK, SEO services in New Zealand, and there are like thousands of other areas. I have not put all these screenshots here, but as you can see, every single keyword have a search volume in thousands, and each of these keywords can indirectly end up in providing me a good amount of healthy traffic. And whenever you are having your business online, any traffic is important for your business. Point number 8, always make sure that you get a good feedback from your customers or a good testimonial, because this can really build your credibility and can boost your trust. In fact, we have seen our retention rate to grow up by almost 22% from 71 to 93% just by focusing on detailed feedback from our customers. Let me repeat, guys, don't just follow in just getting an one-liner feedback, rather try to take a detailed feedback, because this improves the trust with your audience, and this can also increase your retention or recurring customers. Point number 9 is make sure that your mobile devices are optimized, because in today's world smartphones are almost available to everyone, and online mobile users have really exceeded the desktop users on a global scale. So it's very much important that your mobile version should be well optimized, because you might not know, but 90% of your traffic can land from the mobile devices. If you have a poorly optimized mobile version, then trust me guys, like this would literally be a destruction to your entire SEO campaign as a whole. Point number 10, put enough details on your case studies. Don't just put a case study for the sake of case studies, rather provide a case study to showcase the entire work you have done in and out. Don't be afraid to show your strategies to the public. If you have done the right, then you should show the right things to the audience. As you can see from the screenshot, we have a detailed case study, and people can even view the entire list of tasks and with all of the screenshots and the graphs of the things which we have done for the campaign. Sometimes this might be very limited, but still the more detail you put, the more proof of concept this can act for your audience, and this can give you a good amount of customers. Last but not the least, point number 11 is always put your words and theories into action. Now a very good example is like AI driven SEO is something which is our USP, which we have discussed on our point number 1, but we have also developed our SaaS application tool, which is patented also as a web tool version. So what I'm trying to say here is that if you are claiming something for your brand, then try to prove that by any action, such as you can create any app for a live demonstration, you can even create some live workshops. It depends upon users versus users and campaign versus campaign, but put every single theories and words into action, because this is something that can really be the ultimate game changer or the secret sauce for your business. Okay, so as you have seen guys, that blue ocean strategy is one of the best effective strategy that can be made happening and possible for your campaign, specifically if you are into the crowded industry or if your competition is very high. And following the tips which I have shown you above can really make your business a game changer in its own field. So do let me know in the comments on what are the other ideas or the strategies which you have in your mind, and I'll look forward to you in the another video. Thanks for watching.